Lovely. Now, Valentino, how would you improve your confidence? How can you improve your confidence as a player?
How many days we have?
We have 30 minutes.
Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna give you. I have 10 skills or strategies that you can use to improve your confidence.
Okay.
Some of those we already touched, and some of you already told. So believe in your own ability is the number one. Okay, so we already talked about that. If you don't believe it, you're not gonna be confident.
All right.
And
sorry, I'll just stop you there. Right. As he talks it, write it down. So number one is believe in your ability. Okay, I'll write it in the chat.
number two is developing your skills. Like you said, practicing on your own. Ronaldinho, you guys know Ronaldinho, right? He said that he would touch every day. He would touch the ball at least 1,000 times, even when he didn't have practice. So, and he was already very skillful, but he still, because he had fun with the soccer ball, but the importance of many touches. So skill development.
Okay, so train on your own, number two.
Number three, goal setting. Setting goals is basically your GPS. So if you're driving and you don't know where you're going, you need a GPS, right? Or a map. So your goals are your map.
Yeah. Okay, so number three, goal setting. Love it.
Number four is taking control of your inner voice.
Ooh, okay.
So self-talk. Basically, every day we talk to ourselves, or even when you miss a shot, you may say, oh my God, why did I miss that? Well, I'm not good enough. Those negative thoughts, you have to change that and transform it in positive. Every negative, you transform it in positive, and you reinforce the positive. So you make a good shot, remember that. Say, this is me. This is why I shot that, right? So reinforce the positive and forget about the negative, or learn from it, but forget about it.
Love it. So number four, inner voice. That's very true. We do always talk to ourselves.
Number five, affirmations.
Okay. So for those that may not know what that means.
Yes. So basically goes well with the inner voice. Basically, affirmation, you say to yourself positive phrases like, I play as a champion. I'm a good player. I'm a good teammate. When I play with passion and purpose. All those strong positive affirmation, or even you can say, I'm a good student. Okay, I'm a good person. So reinforce those positive phrases. Because if you say, I have a terrible memory, guess what? You're gonna forget things because you believe it, right? So
I have the memory of a fish.
Exactly. You have to say to yourself, even if you don't believe it, you have to start believing it and say, I have a good memory. Trust me, you're gonna have a better memory.
Cool. Now, on that, say, because everyone, I believe, knows when they played well and when they haven't. Like, as much as you tell me to say those things, I know when I've done well and when I haven't. Now, how do you be realistic with yourself? How can you change that affirmation?
Yeah, you have to self-analyze yourself and say what you did wrong or what you did right, and then work on what you did wrong. But this one, the affirmation works well, especially like before games. What I tell to my player is write down 10 affirmations, like your 10 power phrases, and then before every games or every practice or even every morning, okay, you read your own affirmations, so you reinforce those positive things.
Love it. Okay, so that was what, number five?
Number five.
Yes.
And number six is visualization.
Visualization.
because our mind has 11 million sensory receptors. So 10 of which, so 10 of 11 out of 11 are dedicated to sight. So it makes sense that the view is the biggest catalyst. Have you guys noticed? I don't know if maybe your dad or somebody that you know bought a car of a model and a color. All of a sudden, you go out and you see those cars in the same color, same model. So this is the reticular activation system that it's working for you. It's like a filter that you have in your mind.
Okay.
So
like it. All right. So number 6, visualization.
Yeah. The number 7 is body language.
Ooh, I like that one.
So besides what I reinforce, of course, keeping your posture straight, your shoulders back, chest out.
Yeah.
But what I really reinforce is the eye contact. So making eye contact, and when you talk to someone, really not only look at them in the eyes, but also try to listen to what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
So
that one, I wanted to touch on that one. So when you coach a team and you have a game day, when the other team arrives and you observe their body language, you start to think to yourself if that team's going to be good or not, just pure by their body language.
Exactly.
If they look serious, if they look like their shoulders are upright, they're staring at you, you're like, wow, like this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Now, if a player arrives and they're all messing around, they're wearing the wrong uniform.
Yep.
I think you can think to yourself, do you know what? That team isn't serious. And I think we've done this.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So that was what, number 7, body language.
Number 7. Number 8 is creating good habits.
Creating good habits. Like it. Very important now in this situation. Creating habits.
Creating good habits and be disciplined. I know you're big on discipline, you know.
Huge.
Yeah. So discipline is, basically creating good habits is good, but if you don't stick to the habits, they're just on a piece of paper or in your memory, So creating good habits and then stick to the habits, like really making a habit. Okay.
Love it.
And number 9, meditation and gratitude.
Like it. Meditation and gratitude.
Yeah. So meditation, since I've been practicing every day, every morning, at least 10-15 minutes every morning, since 2015, because I was very anxious, and I was really anxious sometimes going into big crowds or when I had some events that, I was really anxious. So meditation, practicing every day, helped me relax and really focus on what I have to do rather than being anxious all the time. So, and it's a very good practice, and it goes well with the gratitude, also being grateful for what you have in your life now.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. And I think if you can develop gratitude when you're some of my players' age, when you're 9, 10, 11, then it definitely makes you a better person as you get older, because you start to appreciate things more, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes bad things are good as well. And, sometimes bad things can happen for a reason. And a bad thing can turn into a good thing. So that's good. I like it. So number 9 was meditation and gratitude.
Gratitude also helps with the negative bias. So if you tend to be a little bit more negative, because our mind is designed to be more negative. So we have to switch it and bring it to the positivity. Like, for example, if you paint the whole house and there's a little imperfection, you tend to see the little imperfection rather than, oh, I just painted the whole house. What a great job, right? So that's why gratitude helps us remove the negative and always see the positive, also negative thing when negative thing happens.
Yeah, love it. Okay, cool.
And number 10 is, somebody mentioned it before, take risk.
Take risks. Yes.
Don't be the player that is just on the field, try to be safe, but take risk, because as you know, when you make a mistake, it's normal and it's all part of the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to take risk, and put the effort too.
Yeah, I love that one, and I think that's where a lot of coaches don't really know how to teach that very well, and I think a lot of coaches don't know how to follow through on that, because like my boys and girls here, they know me, and on game day I don't shout at them at all. I let them get on with it. I let them play, because I want them to take risks. I want them to be creative. But some coaches will say to players, no, take risks. And then as soon as he's taken a risk, he starts shouting at them.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And it takes discipline as a coach to allow your players to take risks.